Hi everyone, it's the Gadget Guru. A lot of people have been asking me what do I think is going to be the best deck this format, and along with some other questions, so I decided to answer those in this video. Um, to start off, the first question I'm going to answer is what do I think the best deck is going to be? I think the best deck in this format is going to be Twilight. It just has way too many outs and way too many boss monsters. And if you don't know what boss monster is, it's basically just a really big beat stick that has broken effects. Judgment Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer, Black Luster Soldier, stuff like that. They've got all those, Celestia. Um, I guess Celestia is like kind of a boss monster because you have to tribute for her. As were the others, you just special summon through a ridiculous condition. But I would consider out of the Twilight deck, I would consider Celestia, Judgment Dragon, Dark Arm Dragon, Black Luster Soldier, and Chaos Sorcerer boss monsters. So I would say they have 5 boss monsters this during this meta. And then not only that, but they have a bunch of destruction. Like now they've got the triple MST, so there's no back rows. They've got the triple Raikou, so even if they don't MST it, there's no back rows. They got the triple Dust Tornado, so they can just keep your field cleared and just keep pushing for game. It's just ridiculous. Do I think they're going to access Exceeds? That's one thing that I've been asked is, what I think the top deck is, and will they be using Exceeds? They might use the Tour Guide Sangan loop just to get, a free Exceed monster and then a free search, maybe. But as in, will they actually use it? I don't think so. I don't think they'll actually use Exceeds willingly. Because what I could see them doing is Tour Guide Sangan, search, boom, Leviathan, or not search, but Leviathan unequipped, search, get a free monster, and then go from there. So I could see them doing that, so that way they have a dark in the graveyard right there, or 2 darks technically, whatever, so they could remove those and stuff like that. But do I think they're actually going to use Exceeds willingly? No, not really. I think the Tour Guide loop will be the only thing they really use. Apart from that, I don't know. I could see them using a lot of different things, but what they're going to use is all based on the player. Every Twilight build has a general outline. You have an outline of the Twilight build, and then the different variations start when the player starts to get creative. And we'll have to see what people do with those decks. I'll give you an example of a common Twilight deck in just a second. But what I wanted to say, why I think it's going to be the number 1 deck, and what I've seen from playtesting, because we've been playtesting it. We've got 4 people who are here who have already built the entire freaking deck. They're so ready for this new format. It's not even funny because they know this deck is going to dominate. And we've still got some of the old decks. We've got 2 Samurai players who are still trying to adapt their builds to cope with the meta. We've got a straight up Lightsworn player who's going to just do nothing but Lightsworn, no Twilight. We've got 4 Twilight players. We've got a Fish player still. I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's going to go for the Colacanth OTK, where you go summon Colacanth, pitch, get a bunch of fish monsters, then use crap like, what do you call it, Megamorph and stuff, but I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I don't know how he's going to do that, but that's up to him. I just see a lot of different things. You've got 2 Gadget Exceed OTK players here, me being one of them. You've got a removal player, a Blackwing player. I don't know. You got a bunch of players here, and we've been seeing a huge variety of decks. But the 2 decks that have been dominating so far, just complete dominating, is the Gadget Exceed OTK, provided you don't get MST'd on your Ultimate Offering. If they do that, then yeah, it doesn't matter. If they MST your Ultimate Offering, it sucks. And Twilight. Twilight is just ridiculous. That deck is stupid. Every time it does something, it gets pluses left and right. It doesn't even care. It's just plus, 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 plus. Cool, I win. It's what the crap? It's just annoying. From what we've seen from the Samurai players so far, if people want to know about that, is they're still using the Shien thing, but they're trying to use a lot more of the 4-stars so that they can go into Utopia and the other Exceeds and stuff, level 4. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I really don't, because so far the deck hasn't been working that great. It just hasn't. It's too hard, too inconsistent, and too sloppy from what I've seen. Does that mean someone has out there hasn't found an awesome build yet? No, that's not what that means. It just means we haven't found a good build here. So I can't speak on that part. But yeah, so I'm gonna call Twilight as being the bullcrap deck for this one. Do I think it's gonna be tier 0? I don't think so. I think you could probably stop it. Removal decks will hurt it a lot. And I'm sure there'll be some gadget OTKs or some other random OTKs people decide to run that will be able to compete with it. So we'll have to see how that goes. Now I'll give you a short little deck list. Hi everyone. Okay, this is the Gadget Guru. This is the deck I was talking about. I'll go over it with you real quick. Here at the top, you've got 3 Judgment Dragon, one of the big boss monsters of this deck. Just comes out, nukes everything, and just plows for 3,000 to the face. 3 Celestia, another boss monster, blows up 2 cards, mills 4 cards. Just ridiculously powerful for this deck. Aaron, good for spinning face-down monsters out of your way. And it's another name for JD. Garoth, you know that one. Jane, Lumina, most of these they're all light swords. You know what they do. Wolf, Honest, Plague Spreader, now Sangan, because Sangan plus Tour Guide equals insta-broke. And then once they do kill Leviathan, both these go to your graveyard, and you got 2 more free darks to use for all your dark stuff. So it's broke and extra broke for this deck. Necro, you got 2 Necros again, so you have more stalling power. 3 MSTs, so if there's any back rows that are not living between your MSTs and your Heavy Storm, like you'll just nuke them all. Dark Armed, another boss monster, just come out and destroy everything. Foolish Burial, stack your graveyard however you want it. Wolf, Plague Spreader, whatever. Necro. Beckoning is overpowered as a mother freaker this format, because one thing people don't understand, not only is JD a boss monster that you can bring back with it, you can get Blackluster Soldier back. You see that? You see that attribute? Yes, you can Beckoning Light this dumbass. And I've had people do that. I'll see people play Beckoning Light, pitch 2 cards. They're like, what are you gonna grab back? JD and something else? JD Blackluster. They're like, Blackluster's a dark. No, it's not. He is a light. So flipping Beckoning Light is broken for that. Double Summon is actually a card my friend is teching. This is his build, and it's amazing. Double Summon has killed me so many games versus him, because he'll summon Delilah, he'll switch it to defense, he'll blow up your back row, because people only set 1 back row really these days, because you don't want to get heavy stormed and stuff. So he'll set a back row, he'll go summon Lila, switch to defense, blow up your back row, activate Double Summon, tribute for Celestia, blow up your monster, mill 4. It's ridiculous. And then if you go summon Tour Guide, get Sangan, synchro to Leviathan, remove Sangan, search. Let's say you search Raikou. Activate Double Summon, set the Raikou. It's retarded. Well, activate Double Summon. You can summon Lila or something, or Lumina or something. Not Raikou. Sorry. So it's just it is really broke. Like, he's won quite a few games just because of this card. But he only runs 2 because it's not always good. So you don't want to run more than 2. Solar Recharge, just free draw power, and then Monster Reborn, free reborning. But the deck is just so retarded, because you go boom 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 boss monster, boom 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 boss monster, boom 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 boss monster. Like every 2 seconds you're dropping another boss monster on them, and they're just like, what the crap? Because you've got the 3 JDs, you've got, I don't count Celestia, I guess, you've got the 3 Chaos Sorcerers, you've got the Blackluster. You got the Dark Arms, so that's like 8 boss monsters guaranteed right there. So it's retarded. And then for the side deck, he runs 2 Mind Crush, 2 Veiler, 3 Imperial Iron Wall in case he runs into a removal deck, 3 Dust Tornado for decks like mine that use a lot of back rows, 2 Kinetic just in case he runs into some stupid Samurai player, 2 Royal Decree for decks like mine, and 1 DD Crow for mirror matches. And between this deck, he's actually, and I was talking to him, and I was suggesting he probably might want to put in another DD Crow and remove one of the Kinetics in case he versus another deck like his, so he can have 2 DD Crows inside. But the deck itself is just retardedly broken. Like, when I play him, he just goes spam, 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 like 3 boss monsters instantly. Like, it is retarded getting JD'd, Blacklustered, and Chaos Sorcered in a single turn. Like, you just lose automatically. It's retarded. So this deck is going to be definitely a very fierce competitor in this upcoming format.